What's up, gamer people? It's your boy Petrus85, and in today's Destiny video, we're going to be talking about Destiny's update 2.4.0. And this update is going to talk about a lot of information they're preparing for Rise of Iron. So let's go ahead and get started. First things first, they talked about weapons, starting with auto rifles. They reduced the maximum magazine size for the highest rate of auto rifles family, and that's including the doctrine of passing. They increased the damage of the middle rate of fire of the auto rifles by 1.5%. In the pulse rifle, they increased the rate of the Hawkeye pulse rifle Luminous D. They increased damage of the middle rate of the family price, the Newid's Mercy, by 2%. Now moving on to the hand cannons, they fixed the issue where the hand cannon rate of fire stats would display incorrectly, and they fixed the issue where the Taken King Vanguard and Arms Day hand cannons stats would display incorrectly as well. Moving on to shotguns, they decreased the spread of Titan class shotguns by 0.1 zoom factor increase, and they increased the base stability by 60%. They increased high rate of fire and mid-low rate of shotgun damage by 2%. They reduced the spread angle penalty on shotguns with the perk full auto and deceptive with no affected. And moving on to the sniper rifles, they reduced the damage on the middle high impact but on the 1,000-yard stare by 6.95%. The middle high impact snipers can no longer have a reliability to kill high armor guardians in the super. The Nolan Beyond is not affected by this damage reduction. They reduced the target acquisition for the LDR 5001 and the Y9 longbow synthesis to bring in line with other snipers in the middle high rate of the family. They increased the starting strength for aim deflection, aka the flinch, when players take damage while scoped in 30% staring at 50% stare. The overall sniper ADS aim deflection multiplier increased to 1.9 and it was a 1.85. They fixed the issue where the Aryan EUI stat bar showed an incorrect rate of fire. Now we're moving on to the fusion rifle, which accelerates accelerated coils correctly, reflects damage reduction now on the EU stat bar. No changes on gameplay affected the UI only. They fixed an issue where the stat bars on the technical range display incorrectly. Moving on to the rocket launchers, they extended damage on half-wall distance on cluster bombs and perks. Explosions should be more reliable damage on enemies now. Grenades and horseshoe perks radius reduction to 1.3 minimal to 1 meter. Truth is not affected. Moving on to the machine guns, they increased the damage on the highest rate of the machine guns by 4%. Moving on to the exotic weapons, we're going to start with the universal remote. The exotic perk range bonus by 75% will no longer guarantee maximum shotgun range. They increase the rate of fire and decrease the damage as a secondary effect. The Fabian strategy kills with this weapon now automatically loads a portion of your magazine size. They increase the base range by 16%. They increase the base stability by 44%. Moving on to the Thorn, they reduce the base range by 25%. Moving on to Drake's Promise, they increase damage by 8%. They increase magazine size by 3. Moving on to the Touch of Malice, the Touch of Malice self-damaging infection now removes Blessing of Blight. Moving on to No Time to Explain, added an Instinct perk and Head Seeker. And moving on to the Bullion Gemini, they added an Instinct perk, High Caliber Rounds. Now we're moving on to the armor. They fixed a bug causing a +1 armor perk on sometimes failed to function, and class items are now can now accept shaders. Moving on to the Crucible / general things you guys need to know. The legendary engrams have been removed from the Crucible PGCR, so the Crucible legendary weapons will drop significantly more often. And they fixed an issue where the Crucible activity tools tips were showing the wrong icon. The Crucible's Quartermaster weekly bounties have been removed. The free Sterling Treasure from the weekly Crucible and Postmaster will be discontinued, and the Sterling Treasure is still available from the Prison of Elders and Eververse. 3 vs 3 game type gives slightly less heavy ammo per brick, and Trials of Osiris for year 2 has ended. Trials of Osiris will resume in Rise of Iron on the 9/30. If you guys want to go check this article out, it still has a lot more things. I just read the general stuff that players might look at that'll stand out to them. Hopefully if you guys want to check this out, see if it affects you on your playing style, it has a lot more things to read about. Hope you guys like this video. Like and subscribe. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuce.